What happened that day on the pier, Rose? Come on. You can talk to me. There's no need to be scared. Not of that boy.
I'm scared.
Of course you're not. You're sweet on him. You poor fool.
What will you know?
You're throwing your life away.
Rose? You've got to go.
Listen, I threw Fred Hale to the wolves. I'm not going to do the same thing to you.
Please.
Come on, Rose. You can talk to me.
I can't.
Rose! There'll be other boys, sweetheart. Believe me, I should know. It's a good old world out there if you don't weaken.
Rose! Please go.
Now, I watched it the other night. It's seriously good. And of course, was it nice filming down the South Coast? Because Southend is your manor.
Southend's my manor, yeah. And although, you know, I actually
There's a little whoop for Southend.
Oh, yeah. Southend people up there, excellent. Well, I'm Leigh-on-Sea, actually, you know, but, you know, it's close enough. Westcliff,
Distance yourself there.
No,
from
it's the
Southend.
same. I always say
Leigh-on-Sea.
No, but I worked as a waitress in my Auntie Queen's small private hotel in Brighton when I was about 16. So I basically was Rose. I kind of was that character. Very innocent, kind of meandering around Brighton, not knowing anything about anything and looking for action kind of person. So, you know how you are when you're 16.
Because is this you when you were 16? Would this be around when you were 16?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Now, the girl next to you, is she your best friend or a bitch?
What a brilliant photo you found. She's my best friend, Tony.
Oh, is that why you had the same hair?
Of course,
oh, that's so cute.
We had long hair. You had to have long hair then. I've gone in the opposite direction now, but...
Now, this is the story you tell in your last book, Your Life in Pictures, where you talk about that bizarre sex education thing that they did with you. It's horrific.
You know, they didn't understand about sex education. I don't know that they still do. I don't know how they teach sex in schools nowadays. At least they have some form. Do they have a form of sex education in schools?
Yeah.
You should know, Emily.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't.
There were cucumbers involved and...
Seriously?
Yeah.
Cucumbers and
condoms, yeah.
My God, you went to a very raunchy school.
Very bawdy school they went to.
Do they really do that?
Yeah, really, there were cucumbers.
Sex must have come as such a disappointment. I was promised a cucumber.
What is that?
And Ed, you've had a steep learning curve now because you're a new dad.
I am, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, yes. So that round of applause, in my head, you're just applauding the sex we had. I'm replaying the conception and putting that over it as a soundtrack.
Oh, go Ed! Yeah, but people are thrilled for you when you announce you're pregnant. Yeah. It's nice.
As a dad, it's fine, because you just look tired, and people go, you look tired, and that's accepted. But when you say you're going to have a baby, it's quite annoying, because people... I had this a lot. You go, oh, we're going to have a baby, and I get this. I go, oh, you don't look very excited. Well, I haven't just found out. You know, I've known for a few months before telling you. You know, it's this idea that you have to be... I can't be excited constantly for 9 months. I'll be exhausted when he arrives, expecting me to look after him. You know, I can't spend 9 months crouched in front of my wife's vagina with a party having
Is that what you did when the baby was finally born?
Is that what you're working
Oh, well, I was there with the camera the whole time.
Well, no, and you did take this. How old is Cosmo in this picture?
Oh, I sent this picture to show you because it's an hour old. This is his first breastfeed.
This is hilarious.
And so it's also my wife's boob is in this picture. So but this is just, to me, it was just the funniest thing. I haven't photoshopped this at all. It's been no way manipulated or altered. This is my son telling me that this boob now belongs to him.
Look at this.
It's just like, mine, get off.
Yeah, back off.
That explains a lot about men.
And back to Southend, because Southend, it sounds like quite sophisticated, because you learned to speak French to meet boys.
Well,
is that right?
Yes, I did, yes. There were some
It
very...
seems unlikely for Southend that you would meet.
Well, I know, it was these sad, wonderful Parisian students would come. They obviously were looked on the map, you know, and they saw this seaside resort very close to London, and they thought, Saint-Tropez, only 40 miles away from London, you know. It's like Paris, Saint-Tropez, that's obviously what it's like, because they arrive and it's Southend-on-Sea, you know.
Which is lovely.
Which is lovely, but it's not Saint-Tropez. So, but there was always this coterie of French students who'd come to learn English, and I was a complete Francophile. You know, I just thought everything French was just so cool and smart and elegant and everything. And so I was desperate to get a French boyfriend.
But you did?
And I did, Jean-Louis, who I still know.
I love you say Jean-Louis as if we know him.
No.
Well, you know, thanks to the internet, brilliantly, the brilliant, wonderful internet, very recently, I thought, I wonder where Jean-Louis is. I wonder if I'll ever find him. I Googled him, bang! He came up immediately. I sent him an email, and within 24 hours, I was back in touch with him. It's amazing.
And Jean-Louis...
This is like 40 years later.
And Jean-Louis figured out that first girlfriend was now Oscar-winning actress Helen Mirren.
Yes, he had.
Had he?
Yes, he had.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes,
Your husband's cool with you just Googling your ex-boyfriends. Your saucy French ex-boyfriends.
And he wasn't very saucy, you know. He was very, very well behaved and Catholic and...
Ugh.
No, not...
He didn't last the course. Because, Emily, you're fluent in the French as well, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I thought you were fluent
No,
in
I'm
French.
not fluent. I mean, I did it at school. I did A-level French, but I'd since gone out the window. But I get really nervous speaking French, and I actually used to have a stutter when I was a kid, and it's still the way that I still stutter when I have to speak French.
It comes out when you
Yeah, it comes out when I try to speak French. Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah. All right, well, let's not...
I've seen The King's Speech.
Very authentic portrayal.
Yeah.
That was me.
Very brilliant.
I was
Yeah,
Colin
very
Firth.
brilliant.
But in French.
But in French, yeah. We went to Paris for New Year once, and you know, my now husband and our two friends were like, go on and find us a taxi, because we need to get to this place. I said, oh, God, please don't make me, please don't make me. And I hadn't had the guts to tell them, actually. I do still stutter. And they were like, go on, please. And so I went to the guy at the front desk. I was like, I could say everything apart from the word taxi, apparently. So I went, est-ce que je peux avoir une... And you went, taxi? And I went, yes! And you went, taxi. He's Simon English, Simon French.